welcome back, everyone. Hopefully this works. I had to change a whack of different features and whatnot to make things go boom. Oh, and it's been a wild time. I don't know. I don't know why they change so many issues with it. To me, it's mind-boggling because it worked just fine last night. So why change it, right? Like, why change anything? I see the kick side is actually working pretty good. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, YouTube I did change a little bit. We now have a 5 second delay. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to sort of quasi piece things together because it's been a nightmare. It has honestly been a freaking nightmare tonight. I've been trying for over an hour to get the stream working good enough that I feel comfortable with it. And I also adjusted the way it was detecting the frame drops. The frame drops itself were minuscule, but it was saying it would actually purposely drop the stream because it thought that it was the frame rates were too much of a drop. Well, I started figuring it out, and the problem is I normally, especially Gold Rush, it's running at about 270 frames a second. Not much I can really do about that, right? That's what it's running. So for me, it was all of a sudden going, oh well, I detect 25% drop. Okay, so it was still like 190 frames. I'm looking at that, going, okay, you stupid piece of crap. I hate to tell you this, but 190 frames is still well within reason. Like, it's not an issue. So I did a bunch of updates besides the point. Like, I do mean a lot of updates. I updated my graphics driver just because I haven't actually updated in probably 6 months. So it was due to the point anyways. So I figured, oh, well, I mean, that might be one of the issues. You know how certain programs try to match, and if it doesn't detect a certain current firmware, it will basically just go, no, and won't allow you to do anything. So, well, that sucks. So I figured, okay, well, it was worth a Hail Mary. We might try and update the graphics driver. At least then maybe it might say something like, oh, well, we now detect that you're running firmware for your graphics drivers that is more current to the standards that, it reads. That did not fix the issue. Not at all. It absolutely made no difference. A lot of times, I found out too that Streamlabs has a caching issue, and basically what that relates to is you can stream for like 9 or 10 times. The 11th time, it'll go dropping rates, because all it's detecting is the loaded cache file instead of basically emptying it and just going again. And there's no way to kill the process, or not that I found anyways. I was trying to kill the process and it was going, well, crap, I kind of, this sucks. And then the discovery of dropped frame rates and the preloaded sets. So, like I said, my computer, I mean, I've got a decent graphics card too. It's a 4070 Ti, special edition of something or other. I can't remember what special edition it was. It was some kind of special edition, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't pertain to the story at all, so whatever. So what I did is I ended up changing the way it detects the frame rates, because if this thing is running at 300 FPS and it all of a sudden detects that, oh, well, it dropped randomly 25%, well, all of a sudden it locks you out. It's like a load limiter for your furnace. And I'm looking at this going, this is just stupid. Why would you do this? Why is this a thing? But it is. I mean, this thing is already kicked off the wrong direction anyway, so let's kick this all the way back. We'll move this as close as possible. There we go. And we shall move it this way now. I also really gotta fuel these things up. I ran a little bit last night off camera, so we do gotta fuel it up. It's got to have some extra juice. So yeah, no. After many things, and that's why I was kind of like, okay, well, maybe as kind of like, again, a Hail Mary, it's like, well, what if the stupid thing is like, what if it's counting too many frames and it thinks that a little bit of a drop is too high and it's actually stalling the program? And I changed that, and now magically the interface is working. So I don't know. I have no idea. I was kind of hopeful that it might work. Turns out it works, so I really don't have a freaking clue. I don't know why anything is what it is nowadays. Okay, can I like... Yeah, that's better. Alright, let's skadoosh this over. I'd rather have that like that. Alright, well, this one's way in the air. I wonder if I can... Oh, no, I can't really. Well, we'll just hope it works. Where is my fuel? And I mean, we have another 8% in here, so at least we got a good start. You guys all know that I also deal with X.com a lot. One thing about it, I will say this. There's always discussions on there. There's to keep track of what I'm doing and things like that. It's a good place to go, especially tonight in this instance of what the fuck is going on. I try to keep everyone informed and stuff like that. So, alright, fuel tank, be an ass. Oh, you're stuck, that's why. There we go. So, the other discussion we usually have is stuff like Gold Rush. And apparently it's massive. A lot of people enjoy watching this and whatnot. So, one person told me that don't think of necessarily making a ramp down there and wasting a bunch of time and effort and everything else. What they did is they recommend me dig as deep as I can and then make like an open quarry pit. And truth be told, I actually really like that idea. That is a fantastic idea. I was going off and thinking that doing a ramp like over here and everything else, that is the ticket item. That's what I need to be doing. Turns out, no, actually, just dig as deep as you can possibly dig with that big unit and these Frankensteins, and then basically at a certain point go, okay, not a problem. Now we just focus on digging deep and then building a small ramp that we can get down ourselves and stick a Frankenstein auger thing down deeper and then go again. Like, do what they do in real life. They stage it. So it's like, you got layers, man. You get layers. So that's what we're thinking. So that's what I'm going to possibly do. I don't know how much. 24. That's not going to be enough to do much. I'll put 24% into this, but it ain't going to go far. My trailer wheel's almost broken. Don't matter. I can drag the damn thing if I have to. I need more fuel. I really should fill this thing up. Because 3/4 of a tank ain't gonna last long. I better go get another tank. Bon voyage. And I do appreciate everyone's patience in the matter of me trying to get the stream up and running and everything else. I think, no, I don't know necessarily, but I think the frame rate issue is been rectified, I think. I think what we did, or what I did fixing it, is one of the best options, or if not the best option. I don't have to change that. I really don't. So, now that we got the stream up and running, and that the blood pressure is finally going down again. Funny how that works. Today was actually a good day. I must admit, today was actually oddly a good day. And I say that because, well, it started off, of course, yesterday I had to go up and work in my sister's furnace. Today I went up there with the parts, plugged it in, bam, it all worked. Oh, and I should remind everyone that we do have a sponsor with our stream, and this is going to go on till, I think, almost December. Anyways, that is G2A. InStreamly is partnered with G2A with a new sponsorship, and it's actually a good sponsorship. What it is you sign up with your Twitch account, you watch videos, X amount, I can't remember, I think it's like 20 hours and you get 10% off or something like that. But yeah, the more you watch, the bigger discount you have for video games. It is a honestly good system. And the way I do it is I don't actually watch anything really. What I do is I usually dart off to the bathroom, or I go down, feed the cat, or. There's lots of things that I do and I wander away with, and it just racks up the time, man. But I must admit, I've come back a couple times and went, oh, well, that's kind of neat. I haven't seen that before. So, I mean, you do sort of see things that you haven't seen before, and it kind of gives you ideas and whatnot, which means you're spending more money on video games again, which it's a dirty cycle. But anyways, yeah, you'll get an extra discount if you click my link in the chats there. So make sure to check that out if you're so willing. And of course, the sponsorship, I must say, is mighty thanks for these folks to give me a chance to have a sponsorship. And any little extra cash coming in is, well, that's great. Honestly, it is. And like I said, it's not often that us small channels get a big chance like that with sponsorship, but when you do, you got to take it. You got to go with it, and it's been a good experience. So yeah, check that out. But going back, we're going back. Go back in time. Yeah, so today went actually quite well. Went up there, had board in hand, unplugged everything, plugged everything in. Cuz told me that don't worry, you're gonna freak out. It's gonna do a cycle. It's gonna blink at you, and you think everything is absolutely hopeless because it'll blink many codes at you. And he says that's normal. Don't worry about it. I went, okay. Yeah, well, he is right. It blinks several different codes to you, and you have no idea why. And then all of a sudden, it all of a sudden makes sense, and you go, oh, okay, I understand now. So what it does basically is its little brain goes, oh, okay, well, I see the furnace running. Okay, I see the thermostat. Thermostat is calling for heat. Okay, I will tell my other little brain that I'm going to turn on the regulator valve. I'm going to turn on this. I'm going to turn on that. And we're going to get going and doing this stuff. And it's like, okay. It actually works pretty damn good, I must admit. It freaked me out a little bit at first, but after that, it was like, okay, I can work with this. Let's see if I'm set up right here. I know the water is. Oh, I am too freaking far away. That's why I wanted to try it out first. Alright, let's get another scoop here. And of course there's still gold in this frickin' pit that I've not dealt with at all. Oh, that's much better. Okay, let's get this going. I want to make sure that this is right. Okay, that's pulling up. Yep, not seeing anything coming over. That's good, that's good. It's good, that's good, that's good. That's good. Alright. Right? Yes. And then 9H. Oops. H. And 1. There we go. I just gotta turn the shaker on. Well, the shaker is on. Right, never turned the shaker off. Okie dokie. That was just sort of gyrating for a long period of time with no apparent reason. So yes, everything looks like it is operational, working good. Just need to do a bunch. Right, he says. He says right. Bloody well right, I think. What, and who have ya? Zippity. Well, I can definitely see where there could potentially some gold lost there. I just couldn't reach that spot before. Oops. Let me smack into that. That will fix everything. What we have here is bonafide genius. Now, I will say, I am no HVAC guy. I don't play one on TV, and I can tell you I'm definitely not picking that up as a career. But at the same time, I actually kind of impressed myself. Because it was like, okay, well, I diagnosed it as a regular limiter switch. Which it was kind of basically along the lines. A limiter was basically my answer to why it was locked itself out. Was it correct? Partially. The code was very much correct. But at the same time, I didn't think it was the board because to me, it was like, okay, the board is protecting itself. It's doing what it's designed to do. If there's a load limit, it's protecting itself and it's shutting everything off. So, not an issue there, right? Well, but there is an issue with it. And it's actually kind of a blunt object in your face issue. And that, in itself, is the fact that what he told me, and what he told me was, okay, it's so weird because if you have a load limit and it's locked out, there's no way in hell the igniter should come on. And you tested for the gas meter, like gas regulator valve, and it opened and closed, but there was no power to it. So the only way that works out is if the igniter lights. Okay, the problem with that, with a load limit lockout, there's no way in hell that the igniter should be on. So it was like, yes. Well, there's definitely an issue with all this. I'm thinking it might be the motherboard. Yeah, definitely. And then, well, away we went. We can't complain. For a shitty furnace, it's lasted 17 years. And this is even before my sister owned the place, so. So, that's good news. It works. Less headaches. And like we always say, no brains, no headaches. kind of a good saying in a lot of ways, because, I mean, can't have a headache if you have no brains. But yeah, no, I kind of partially impressed myself with the diagnosing part of it, for starters. But the other thing was able to fix it. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, it's plug and play, basically. Just unplug this, plug this in, and bam, it works. And I stayed there long enough, too, that I have physically watched the furnace and made sure it did what it was supposed to do, and then in the end, once it made it to its lovely warm spot, shut itself off. Not like replacing everything going, hey, you have heat. Oh, by the way, there's no way for it to turn off. Sorry. I also tried to figure out, because most furnaces don't have a toggle switch on the top of it. I was trying to figure it out. And then I followed back where the wire goes, and I figured that one out. And because it has an induction motor in it for the exhaust, yeah, it's basically an on-off switch for if the induction motor fan should be on or not. It's like, you don't usually turn it off, so why? Oh well, whatever the reason, in the end it's working, so it's kind of like, yeah, I ignore the problem. It's working, we can live with this. There's 10%. I'm basically just gonna dig this section out. I don't know what's in this one. I didn't look before I started today either. You know, that would be the wise choice in the matter, to, you know, look at like parcels 5 and go, there's 1700, there's 4500, okie dokie dokie dokie, okie dokie smoky, okie dokie pokey, okie dokie blokey. I don't know what the hell okie dokie blokey would be. Oh look, there's a fat bloke. Sure. That may be it. We'll say it is. It's fine. Ignore the problem. And that would be the girlfriend, I'm assuming. I'm assuming. Yep. I decided to go the long way around this time. You know, you gotta re-thread it on once in a while. Could you imagine if that was the issue with most Tracos, is you gotta actually have a freaking screw? The guy that used to work for me believed it firmly. He goes, well, I've never seen one apart, so... and then he saw an AI video that had a screw as a joke, and he goes, see? They do unscrew. And I went, no, they don't. Blame me. I helped my cousin. We pulled one off one time. Because the actuator, like, there's two main motors on the inside that basically run it back and forth and whatnot. One of the motors shit the bed. Best way to put it, it just shit the bed. It just exploded on impact on the inside, so we had to replace the damn thing. So we had to lift the entire bogie off of it and everything. It was a process. I can tell you, there is no threaded screw in there. There is a big ring of basically a giant cog with hydraulic motors that go, like, turn it to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's actually a really neat idea. Like, how somebody came up with this concept, I don't know, but hey, does it work? Oh, fuck yeah. It works quite well. I like it. It's a nice system. Boing, boing, boing. It doesn't seem like much, and it's kind of a horrible place to put the Frankenstein. Should be actually like right here and closer, but at the same time, I think it would be almost too much if it was. And I mean, this system works. It's working. Now they're not calling for rain tomorrow, so I'm thinking I might actually burn to town in the morning first, get my stains mixed and made, and then go out to the job site. The job site itself, it shouldn't actually take that long to do. It really shouldn't. But then at the same time, I may, depending on the time, I may actually burn out to Brian's place. Brian is a friend and whatnot, so I can get that job done. Like, oddly enough, I have work now all of a sudden and whatnot, and things are coming together. But the biggest thing with it is, it's actually kind of a major thing, is I might have enough work for me for right now, but at the same time, to pay the bills, I still need to find more work. This is a temporary solution that works. We'll run that till about maybe 50% fuel left in it again. Or until we get the block. We might actually get this block done before that point happens. And then we will measure it up, see how much we got. Actually, I don't know where I'm currently located in the board right now. 68. Still 68th. I was 67 last night, but that's fine. what is 10th? 12,900. Your complaint. Holy crap, your complaint got knocked down hard. Where's Flint? Let's see. Oh, Big Norse. Well, that's me. Mr. Vinny is right underneath me. That's frightening. You know, today after my daughter's wedding, no, I'm not seeing Flint at all. Also not seeing Daenerys Targaryen either. Top one is 615,000. I can honestly see though where you could get 615,000, especially if you mine out this friggin' thing. Because the first gold that we ever got out of here was 5,400. I know, it doesn't sound like much. But all of a sudden, you start thinking about 5,400 ounces. That's the first cleanup. And we didn't even finish digging out one spot. So the possibilities of a lot of gold being here is actually substantially high. Diggy hole, diggy, diggy, diggy hole. Okie So what I'm gonna do is the furthest one, which would be the one closest to the plant. Alright, we're sitting at 13%. That's not bad. That was basically what we... I think that was our cleanup last night, was 13%. Once we got the plant all working. I'm glad I sort of half quasi figured out. Maybe that'll fix the issue from now on too. Maybe it was just the fact that my computer was... You oddly think that, okay, well, it did lose like 15, 20, maybe 25% frames. When it goes down to 66, I looked at my computer when it said that. And all my diagnostics didn't say anything in regards to like frame rate being that severe with the drop. Well, I think what was happening is it was detecting frame rate drop, and then it was amplifying it itself, like the software was. So, I mean, I think Streamlabs does have a problem with that they should probably rectify, but will they? Probably not. Let's be honest. Will they? Will they really? Probably not. Oh, and then of course, I'm also really excited for... Oops. For going backwards, apparently. For this weekend and everything else, because the girlfriend's coming up for a few days and whatnot. So, that's really exciting. I don't know what happened. I really don't. I've never been in this predicament in my life. But I feel just absolutely lonely when she's not around. And I mean, I've lived most of my life basically being alone, so... I mean, I've been with a lot of women, don't get me wrong there, but none of them have ever clicked in a way. It's like Hotel Transylvania. We zinged. Which is kind of ironic, because that's basically what it was. I haven't looked in a little while with my gold mining. I'm sure what it's telling me now. Still 1,700 there. This one? Nada. Quit digging, you idiot. There's nothing left. But there's still dirt. does that mean there's still gold? Let me dig a little more out. I'm calling BS on this one. I don't think it's 0. I think it's just telling me that. We'll dig out a little bit more though, because we can. And then I'm not sure how we're going to do the other part. I'm going to have to figure that one out pretty quickly. And like I said before, everyone, that we do have a lovely sponsor sponsoring our stream, and that's, of course, in Streamly with G2A. In the chats is a link, and what it is a lovely new program. You connect your Twitch account to your G2A, and you watch videos for discounts for buying video games. It's actually a really good system. I recommend it. I actually personally use it, and it's actually a good system. Like I said, I usually use it when I'm going off to the bathroom, and I just let it run for a minute or two. And I mean, half hour here, half hour there, and all of a sudden, it starts adding up pretty quick. So make sure to check that out, and a big thanks again for the sponsor. Like I said before, every little bit counts these days, and I do need the extra little bit of boost. Now, the biggest thing is I just got to get the girlfriend a freaking job, and then life is good. Because let's be honest, she's a hell of a lot smarter than I am. She has way higher potential of making decent money versus me. My dumb ass basically just goes, I'll figure it out eventually. Have I? Nope. This point in time, I don't know if I will. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm good at my business. I know what I'm doing in terms of business. I had a had an interesting phone call today that got me. I didn't answer it. Probably good idea that I didn't. And it says that you have $100,000, $100,000 and $800 in some sort of cryptocurrency. Doesn't say which, and unsecured in your wallet. And I'm going, okay. And if you don't claim it, it'll just go to the government securities. And I'm going, our government is not that smart. I don't think they have any cryptocurrency securities or whatnot. So, yeah, okay. I did not answer it, and nor am I going to. That's 100% a scam. Yes, claim your securities. And I actually had one not even that long ago too, that was right next to it actually, kind of like very, very similar. And it said basically, all we need is a credit card number and your social insurance number for you to claim your securities. And I'm going, okay, why would those two things need to be required? Very specific of you. Alright, we definitely have cleaned that spot out. I think let's I'm gonna go quickly look while these run down what we got over here. %. I think I've done a fairly decent job of cleaning that spot out, so I can effectively do this. Still 1,700 in that one. I want to say there was maybe only 5,000 in that one, other one, so yeah, we got maybe 5,000. Yeah, it's effectively pretty cleaned out. But I'm going to see here if I can sort of wiggle my ass over a bit. And I'm going to see if I can dig some more of this out of here. Considering it's still telling me there's about 1,700 magical ounces in here. I really can't see it being 1,700 frickin' magical ounces. But whatever. We will attempt it. Anything else might just be in that corner. Actually, what I might do is just this. I might shut these down for right now. Alright, close enough? Yeah. Okay, let's reset this up. 17%. Woohoo! Okay. Let's try to go for that back one. Let's try for that back guy. That one. I like how the square's not even showing up. It's just like, yeah, no. Not today. Today is not the day. Tomorrow is. Alright, let's see. I'm going to try to get myself quasi in line here first. It seems almost appropriate. Yeah, it still needs to move just a, there we go. Right, I think that might work. Yeah, let me just bring a scoop with me here, which I'm pretty sure has gold in it now, since I basically, well, dumped it all over the ground. We will be doing a cleanup here fairly soon, I think. We'll maybe try for 20%. We only did like 10-12% last night. We didn't do that much. Like, we did mine a ton, but we didn't go far. This is sort of the first test area. The first few blocks are like 9. I think the one was close to 10. All right, let's. That's about 11% there. That's not bad there. Yeah, I think we can live with that. Yep, I think we can work with this. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like this. 9. H. Yep, they're all working good. Now for the big boy test. I'm gonna dump my dirt. I'm gonna dump my dirt. Maybe this century. There we go. Okay, I'm not seeing too much build up there, so that's working. Not to feel uneasy with the side of the hill right here, but you know. We'll just keep digging it out. Unless, of course, you do something stupid like that. In which case, that was entirely my fault. Never get too cocky. That's when shit fucks up. Alright. Oh, probably in a couple minutes we'll test everything and see what we got. Kind of hoping for at least 5. 5 would push me to about that 38,000 mark for our gold ways, which would be super cool. I couldn't see us getting much more in about 5. Although I think that little cut was about 5 or 6. Which, again, alright. I will do maybe 2 more scoops here and then I will run these belts dry. And I'm glad that I actually mined as much as I did late last night, so that we actually had, after the issues we had with our stream getting it going and everything, that this actually worked out pretty good. I said 2 scoops. Here we are with the 3rd scoop. Alright, let's go actually check this out. And these things are getting low on fuel anyways. That was a piss poor attempt. Let's try it at least a little bit better than that. Like, I don't know, maybe getting it on the belt. There we go. We will run the belts dry. A little bit coming down the belt here. Alright, so that one's done. That one should just be done. Yep. Okay. Well, we're at 19%, so I mean... There we go. Now we have water. Boing. Boing. Alright, let's get some of these mats off and running. That was horrible. Again, I still don't really know what I should get out of here. I'm kind of hoping for around that 5, but I don't know. It could be more than that. It could be less than that. No idea. Not a clue. Hypotheticals. I mean, what we get out of it is still a hell of a lot more than what we ever got out of any of the other claims. That's a full pail, and we still have 7%, so that's pretty damn good. Wow, look at that. Actually, I think the 5400 was the largest cleanup we ever did before, so that was insane. But if we get higher, that'd be even more insane. Alright, well, while we wait. Put the grills back in. And actually that one's full. Yep, same thing. Might end up actually being pretty good gold weight. Disoriented and confused. That's my motto. Come here. before you go. Yeah, that won't fly well. That one still is 100%. The Negateer is all done. What I might try to do is I might actually try and clean out those two next spots off camera. I'll see. It depends on how late it gets and how stupid I get. If I start going, what end is the bucket go? Then there's no hope for me. Well, that is pretty full of magnetite. That is going up pretty close to on par. Love how that works out being like 7%. Full pill. Not like we're still hurt. We still have 7.5 million. Not seemingly getting as much as we normally do, but we have gotten 2 full pails of magnetite so far, so it's still telling me there's a crap load here. Let it go boiling past. Well, that's the 3rd pail. Too bad the truck's not right here. Oh. I see the Jive Bunny is still rolling away back there, just not sort of hanging out or whatnot. Alright, let's see what we get. Not hoping for miracles, but holy crap, it's going up quick. I think we're over 5. Yep, we are. Yeah, that was definitely, that's definitely a record. 7,360 ounces. 7,360 ounces. Well, I'm at 61st now. Holy crap. Yeah, I was down, like, way under Weedman and all of them. I was basically sitting underneath Mr. Vinny at 33,000. Now, all of a sudden, I'm all the way up here in the 40,000 range. So us to get to 50,000 is entirely possible. I was questioning it at first, going, yeah, right. There's Stay Puffed. I didn't think I'd be near there. So hard and thick. It ain't far off. If you get another 7,000 ounce cleanup, I'm in this range. I might even be getting close to top 50s. That's nuts. That's nuts. It's nuts. Pickup truck. Probably before I drive away, get that out of there. Well, I'm thinking of it. We are going to need to refuel everything anyways, so everything's down to about 67%, so this works out. That I want to exchange the pails. Because I think what we're going to do is we're going to quickly burn the town. Quickly with the magnetite trailer. We're going to get rid of all the magnetite. See what we're left with. Do all the fun jazzy things. Jazz hands. That one doesn't actually need that much. That's quite a few lovely pails of stuff. Give me the little one too. At some point in time I'll come back and deal with that. So 12,000 ounces. That's about $15 million. Wash plant engine fan belt. Oh boy, those are on sale. I should pick up 30 of them. Alright, first things first. Get 10% per. Except for that one, there wasn't that much left. Poor magnetite trailer's almost full. Actually, that's probably the most I've ever had in it. Right. $79%, so what the hell are we thinking this might be? Like 30,000? Hell, the 85,000 I'm spending a day. This damn thing will pick it up. No, let's try 43,000. At like 7 something. So that'd be like $280,000 or more. It's probably actually about 310 or something like that. That's nuts. $310,000 just for magnetite. Okay. Apparently I had a random edge. This way, please. I'm doing this and then we're going to end the stream here. Soon as I have some sort of big box of gold. Ah, 320. I wasn't far off my guesstimate. Smelt. It only takes 3 seconds for it. That's nuts. Used to take so much time. There she is. My Big box of gold. Now, I actually don't know how much this is worth, but a lot. I might not even sell it. I might just keep the freaking gold ingot. Depends on it, because I mean, at 7.5 million, do I really need it? Oh, 1207. It's $15 million. What the hell? I'll sell it anyways. So if I needed to, we can reset it. It would probably cost about 10 million, but at this point in time, whatever. Yeah, it would basically mean not a damn thing. Back to the plant we go. Where is the thing? There it is. So again, okay, who's pushing who here? Okay, I parked it at the fast travel point. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to park this damn thing over by the wash plant. Basically covers the expenses of of smelting gold. But anyways, that's going to be it for me tonight. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and sorry that I couldn't get on sooner. If you guys are new here, been around for a while, just not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel. And of course, you can do that on the YouTube side underneath the video and the Husker in the bottom right corner. Some say that he really likes waterfalls because they think that he is in some sort of elaborate shower device. I think he's nuts. So smack him upside the head and push that button, would you? And he pops it out from time to time. And of course, also flip over to the kick side and hit the subscribe button over there as well. So it's one of the best ways to support both channels. And of course, big special thanks again to G28 for sponsoring us. And of course, the link is in the chat, so make sure to check that out. It's a great program. All you do is sign up with your Twitch account, watch videos, and get bigger discounts for buying more games. Great system. Make sure to check that out. And there's lots of goodies in the descriptions below as well, so check that out, and we'll see everyone on the next one. Take care, and thanks for watching.